Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here to share with you this Christmas layout inspired by a sketch, and this is the sketch from Paper Issues created by Kelly Feldman. It is their most recent sketch challenge, and I have not created a scrapbook layout in a while, so I decided I wanted a sketch to just get those creative juices flowing, because all I have worked on lately is my December daily, and I'm enjoying my December daily, but I really feel like if I don't do some of my actual December for my layouts, that there will be this huge gap. And I'm not telling all of the daily stories. I'm just telling sort of the story that strikes me the most. So the sketch basically has two 3x4 photos. They're photo strips, and it would appear that they're on repeat, but you really only see the full picture. The full image of two of the pictures on the right hand side, and so I decided that instead of repeating the pictures, I was going to put layered paper. I also decided that I wanted to layer up my background. I have been continuing with my trend of white backgrounds, although I have been mixing that up a little bit with some colored pattern paper, but I still prefer white. And I also wanted to stamp in the background. I wanted a cascade of baking things and stars. And so I really needed the white, but I wanted to have something slightly different. I didn't want to frame it out like I would typically do, so I've just done this off skew white. And then I thought, well, it looks very rigid with it over on the right hand side, so maybe I would skew things up, and I really liked it on the left hand side against that green, but then I wasn't sure how I was going to make that all. Then it felt like it was lopsided, and it was going to, everything was going to fall off the left hand side of the page. So I decided to stick with the right hand side of the page, and you can see here that I am layering up. So instead of having the repeat photos, I've got the patterned paper that'll be on either side. So I'm not sure if I've mentioned this already, but I am working with the Cocoa Vanilla Joyful collection. I really like that these are not your traditional bright red, bright green, that Kelly green, but you've got that yellow, that mustardy yellow that looks more like a gold, as well as the pink and the mint. And so I just really enjoy this collection. It's different. So I have my 3 layered strips there, and now I am going to definitely put the title where the title is, but if you look close up in the sketch, and it's hard to see, but there is some foliage, greenery down the left hand side of the photo border. So I liberally interpret that, and I'm going to have a cascade as well, just like there's the cascade of greenery. I'm going to have a cascade, but I'm going to have the cascade of those stars, because to me they look like sugar cookie stars. And then I also want to sprinkle into that some stamped baking goods, as well as some actual baked goods. So I thought that these stickers from Elle Studio, these are from this year's December Daily Document December collection, I thought they matched perfectly with the colors. It added actually a little bit of the darker colors as well, which went nicely with the granite behind the cookie dough that I'm rolling out. And so I sprinkled a few of those into my cascade, and then my intent as well is that I am going to use some stamps from Everyday Explorers and intermingle those in. I also thought that maybe, well, I wanted to use a little bit more of the cocoa vanilla, but I've been trying not to be exclusive with my product. I like to mix and match things. That's typically what I have always done in the past, but when I do design team work, I clearly have to use that stuff, those goodies from that design team, and but that's not my norm. I like to mix things. I think making your own kit out of those things personalizes it, and so I am trying to do that here. So you can see I've got that lovely green alpha, the Jane stickers from Elle Studio, and I like the way that that adds a darker pop of green to it. And then I have layered up the Elle Studio label with the phrase that says time to bake cookies. So now is where I'm going to break out the elements from the Everyday Explorers stamp, and I have some Catherine Pooler inks that have just been sitting on my desk that seem to match with literally everything that I've been doing Christmassy lately. So they will probably sit there until the end of December when I am done with December Daily, possibly longer, as I'm still working on my Christmas layouts as well, because I do want to get a few more Christmas layouts in the book and not just have everything be in my December daily there. I also, those of you who follow me and know my work know that I love my large photos, and while I've been trying to get large photos in my December daily document December, they're not the same largeness as what I would like to use. So I will definitely be doing a little bit more with that. So just mixing up the colors, the contrast in the red, pinks, and greens, again, just to add some balance to the weight of that granite that is very dark there. So these pictures are just the sugar cookie dough, and then me using the cookie cutters to cut out the cookie dough. There are no people in these pictures, largely because I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of baking pictures, to be honest. And I believe I have the finished cookies in my document December, and so this is a way of sort of spanning between the two. I also really like, oh, I know why. The finished cookies, so Mia had friends over. That was the whole reason we were making the sugar cookies. And so I have pictures of the finished decorated cookies, and I want to do that separately because that was the girls and this was me. So I am going to make a title out of sugar cookies and just making sugar cookies. And that will pretty much wrap up what is on the sketch. I did personalize it and made my cascade instead of the greenery because that wasn't relevant to the subject that I was scrapping. But you can see how it's very dominant. Like literally, if this were on a teeter-totter, a seesaw, everything would fall off the right-hand side of the page. And I really felt like, yes, I did what the sketch said, but I really need something on the left-hand side there. So my go-to for balance is always labels, but I remembered that in this paper pad, the 6x8 paper pad that they had there, you had the smaller 3x4 cards that are broken down to whatever size that breaks down to in 6x8, and I thought I really liked the green of the Oh What Fun. Again, it was darker contrast, which added more balance to the mustardy yellow and the pink and the red that I already had on the right hand side of the page. So I was going to layer that up and just add a little more contrast to that. And then in doing so, I felt like I needed to have a star. So from the stars, the fussy cut star from the paper that's cascading down the right hand side. And then I also felt like I needed to have just a little bit more embellishment. It didn't need a ton because there were already those phrases there. And so I will pull out the puffy stickers from Cocoa Vanilla and use those there. So this is definitely me straying from the sketch, but the sketch was a fantastic way of just kicking everything off. So where I'm putting the puffy stickers here, I am actually going to swap that up. So you can see I've got the bird on the Oh What Fun card, and then in a second I'm going to put a Santa hat on the M of Making, and I will swap those. So the hat will go into the Oh What Fun, and the bird will go up top there. So you can see that difference here. So definitely if you are looking for inspiration to kick off creating, I definitely recommend this Paper Issues sketch. Enjoy the close-ups, my friends. I hope you are doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.